Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name's Meoni of AceGamesTV, and today I've got a short video for you looking at the Midsummer Fire Festival event in World of Warcraft. It's that time again, and indeed we have the Midsummer Fire Festival in game, and there's a lot of things that you can do, but one of the things that I'm going to be looking at, which has been updated for this year, is the level 90 equivalent of the Frost Lord Ahune. Now, if you don't know who Ahune is, he's basically one of the lords, the elemental lords that is summoned up in this special event for the Midsummer Fire Festival. Now, if you go to your dungeon finder, where you can usually find your heroics, you can actually queue for this fight. This is a 5-man dungeon taking part in the slave pens. So here we are with a random group in the slave pens. Here's the map. Now, the event takes place in the first section just after the entrance. I'm still not sure why they don't teleport you straight in to Ahune's sort of area to fight him. You have to make this walk, but I mean, that's just my laziness getting to me finally. But anyway, the fight itself is fairly straightforward. To engage the boss, we have to break this ice stone. You may remember from a past, there was a nice little glitch that would spread this emote around the world, but seems to be no longer in the game, which is quite sad. I can't see it on any of my chat channels, but when you click this, you actually break and melt this ice stone, and originally it was quite viral actually in Wrath of the Lich King, and before that it was broken for a while, where it would just spam the ice stone has melted all the way around the world. I think it was actually TBC, I can't remember. But anyway, once you have triggered it, you will summon Ahune out of the ground, and this is him. He is a Frost Lord, a Elemental Lord. He has a huge scythe and looks pretty badass actually. This is one of my favourite sort of world event bosses, aside from Omen in the Elders event. So there's a lot of adds in this fight. The first one is like this big rock elemental which needs to be tanked, and then small little elementals as well. Those can all be picked up by the tank, and you can AoE them down. Focus down the big sort of giant frost elementals first, as they hit, you know, fairly hard. He will just procedurally throw adds at you. He's on a timer basically. Until he submerges, you can't really do a lot of damage to Ahune himself. You need to wait until he submerges to regain his power. Then his frost core gets exposed, and that's how you deal damage to him. It should take on average 2 submerge phases to be able to kill him with an average group, and only 1 with a slightly better group. I guess you could put your guildies together in your heroic gear or whatever gear you're able to do it in, and probably do it without a submerge. That, you know, if you can do that, leave a video response. I'd love to see that. Anyway, so that's pretty much it for the boss fight. There are these white circles on the ground, these ice circles. They will knock you up and throw you miles if you get hit by them. Also, on occasion, you have a chance of getting a pocket full of snow from getting hit up by these. This will basically fill an item in your bags, which can be right-clicked, and it's like a bag, essentially, a pocket of snow. And once you open this, you'll be able to get snowballs out of it. So that's another way of getting snowballs in the middle of a summer festival, which is kind of cool, especially since the only other way of getting snowballs is, of course, through the recipe to create a snow machine, which you get at Winter's Veil. So aside from that, the only things really that you should be interested in is maybe on your alts. Now, if you have undergeared alts that are only just able to get into heroics, or not even that, I don't know, I think it's like a 450 item level entry, something like that, so it's very low. You can actually queue into this and get items that are 480 item level. Now, I say items, there are only cloaks, 1 of each type, so you have 1 for healers, 1 for spell DPS casters. We also have agility stuff, and we have, don't know if there's a tank one. There might be a tank one. Yes, there is definitely a tank one. You get a satchel of spoils from doing this boss once a day, and inside it has a chance of giving you some blossom stuff for the Midsummer Fire Festival, which is like a form of currency, and also a way of getting experience bonuses for alts. But also you have a chance of getting this, as well as it dropping off a boss. You have a chance of it dropping inside the bag. This is the Frost Scythe of Lord Ahune. This is basically what you're after. If you're able to use a staff, regardless of it being a 480 item level staff that you would probably not find any use for because of LFR gear, it's still really cool looking, and it's definitely a transmog item that suits a lot of very varied sets. So this is something to definitely get if your character can equip staffs, especially warriors now, since warriors can actually transmog weapons into staves, can't they? So that's definitely something that would look pretty badass, two of these scythes going at you. And they also sit on your back as well, so it looks even cooler for those who would transmog them from polearms. So anyway, apart from that, these items are all pretty meh, to be honest. They weren't upgraded to the point where any of my characters can use them, even my alts in fact. So, but regardless, I still like this world event, and hopefully this has been of some insight as to what's happening this year. I'll try and keep up with videos on Warcraft, general events and stuff coming soon in the future. Stay tuned for more 5.4 content from both myself, Metro, and the rest of the AceGames team. Be sure to sub for more, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching my video. Bye!